7,400 leads for a company in the e-learning space. I'd like to walk you through the exact strategy we've used for them in this case study walkthrough. Right, and we're talking about a company here in the e-learning / education niche. Now they are offering different courses, different career training courses, and for them we're looking to generate leads for these courses, right? So we're taking them to a page like this. They're filling out a lead form, and then coming through to the business sales team. Now, results-wise, we've achieved 44,000 link clicks from the ads. That resulted in 7,394 leads at an average cost of £6.64 per lead. Now, these are actually quite decent numbers, I think. If you're interested in achieving similar results, before we dive into this strategy now, I'd like to invite you to schedule in a free strategy consultation, and we can explore exactly what strategy might work to help you see results like these. Now, it all started with a detailed strategy plan for this client and for all our campaigns, and that is usually a very detailed plan where we have multiple sections in there, like a section for each campaign stage we're running, a campaign plan. We're doing some targeting research. We're looking at different ads from competitors. We have creative strategy suggestions inside, and we're also detailing all the optimizations that we want to do on the account. And one of the first things we did for this client was that we designed a landing page. There are two main variables with advertising campaigns. One is the ad performance. The other variable is what happens once people click on the ad. How are you going to capture their contact details? How are you going to capture their interest and turn them into clients? And for this, we designed a landing page like this. So we have a lead form on top. People are able to fill out this lead form and then submit their details, and they're being contacted by the sales team afterwards. We have a video in the middle with more information. We have some benefits. We have some client testimonials, some video testimonials in this case on here, and we have another call to action button at the bottom. Now that performed quite well. And the other variable is the ad performance, right? We're going to dive into some of the ad designs and ad copy and the performance improvements we did on the accounts. Now, for ad designs, we really want to make them stand out. And in this case, what we usually do is that we have a tagline inside of the ads. And sometimes we have a call to action button inside to increase click-through rates. And then we have some engaging visuals. Now, these visuals are meant to resonate with the target audience, but they're also meant to get the message across, right? So that's the most important thing here, for people to see right away what the ad is about. Now, you'll notice we did quite a few different versions here. We're testing them all out against each other. We did a couple of different angles, different campaign types with different objectives as well. So we have some here for a data career program, and we have some for a cybersecurity career program, right? So different types of programs that we ran, different types of. We have one here for a webinar as well. Right, so they're different angles that we tested out. Now, once people see the ad, once they're interested in it, they might either click on the ad or they might not be exactly convinced yet. If they aren't convinced yet, they're going to click on learn and see more, and they want to read a bit more about it first before they might be convinced to click on it. And that's where the ad copy comes into play, and we always want to write some really good sales copy that resonates with the target audience. Now, in this case, we always test out different copywriting angles. One of the ones that we tested out here was problem, solution, action. And I want to show you what that looks like on the ad here. As we start out with a problem. Are you feeling trapped in your current job? If you can't imagine another day, it might be time for a change. So that's the problem. We're focusing, we're calling it out first. We're then going into the solution. So now we're pitching the offer, the client's offer. In this case, it's a cybersecurity career program, right? It might be time for a switch. Now this isn't just a course, and we listed a bunch of different benefits here. This is the solution that's on offer. And the last step is now we want people to take action. So we want to convince them that now is a good time to click on the ad. So if you're ready to write your success story, and you see we've included a testimonial here as well to make it to add some trust and make it sound more authentic. And then we're calling for action. Don't let another day pass. Click learn more and take the first step towards your new career. Now, who wouldn't want to click on that? Okay, and now it's going to be a bit more technical. We're going to dive into the optimizations that we've actually done on the account. An overview here of some of the different campaigns we've run, just to show you we've actually, we had these 7,394 leads and the £6.64 cost per lead. These are actual metrics from the ad account. We're looking at the long list of campaigns we've run. Right? I did mention we tested out a bunch of different angles and objectives. We also tested out different campaign optimization goals. So here we had, when we were optimizing, we're trying to set a cost per lead goal, a target, a CPA on the campaign. That didn't actually work out too well. And we tested a traffic campaign, we tested an engagement campaign. At the top of the funnel, we tested lead form campaigns, and we tested different programs as well until we finally ended up with sort of the top performing campaigns here. Now, I do want to point out as well, we're testing out here a website leads campaigns. That means they're coming through to the landing page. And we're testing out a lead form campaign. Now, that is a native lead form campaign. That means when people click on the ad, it opens up a lead form from the ad platform that autofills some of their details from the user's social media profile, and it's very easy to submit that. Now, often what happens is that these native lead form leads are a bit cheaper. In this case, they do seem to be a bit cheaper here, not much, but they're a little bit cheaper, but they aren't always the best quality. Often people that have come through to the landing page would be more qualified because they've had the chance to review more information beforehand. Right? In this case, we're still testing this out, and we're still trying to see which type is actually converting better for the client. And we're running a campaign for a different program, for the data analytics career program as well, which was performing really well at a very low cost per sign up here. Okay, and within each ad set, we're testing out a bunch of different targeting options. Now, targeting is one of the most important variables in performance for the ad campaigns, and that's because we want to target, and we need to target the right people. If you show the ad to the wrong people, no one's going to be interested, even if it's a great ad. But if you show even a bad ad to the right audience, to people that are actually interested, you're going to get some clicks. Now, in this case, we of course want to do both. We have some really good ad designs, but we also want to get them out to the right audience. Now, what's performing, you see we've tested out a bunch of different interest audiences. We've tested out some broad targeting as well that performed okay, but what really stood out performance-wise was, and I think the current targeting here is targeting different career and technical interests. But this is a dynamic ad set, and what a dynamic ad set is we're putting in all the different ad designs, we're putting in all the different copy that we have, and then we let the system decide which ad to show, which design and copy to show to which person, and that seems to be outperforming in this case. It doesn't always do, right? It's a hit or miss. It always needs to be tested out. But in this case, this turned out to be the ad set and targeting that was performing best for this client. Now, within each ad set, we're testing out a bunch of different ads and copy versions, and you see it here. So we all split test them against each other. This is literally what every single ad set looks like inside of this campaign, and we're testing out a bunch of different designs against each other, and we're turning off some that don't perform well, and we're keeping the best performing ones. In this case, the best performing one is actually a carousel ad. Now, a carousel ad is not just one ad design, it's actually multiple ad designs that are showing up as a slider, as a carousel on the ad. So this was the one that was driving the highest volume for this client. All right, and as I said, all our campaigns start with a detailed strategy plan. And if you're interested in a similar strategy, if you want to generate leads for a course, for a career program, then I'd like to invite you to schedule in a free strategy consultation. We'll go through your metrics on this call. We'll try and figure out what would work for you. Really look forward to speaking to you on this call.